Hey guys, Jamie here. I'm going to be doing your rules video for our NNL qualifier here at Ultimate Ninjas in St. Louis. This is going to be the rules for the competition. We will not be doing a full rules walkthrough at the day of the competition. For the competition, for COVID precautions, everyone must be wearing a mask the entire time they're in the facility. It must block light. It must not have any valves or holes, and it must fit the face without any big gaps. If you have a wire in it, that would be even better, but not required. We're going off of the CDC guidelines. There's a link in the email that went out earlier if you want to check those out. So when you're competing, you have a separate area just for the athletes. You'll have a separate party room, and you guys will have a warm-up area as well. Now, only you and any NNL certified coaches are allowed in there. Spectators, you can hang in the spectator area. Most of it's going to be on the blacktop. You'll be able to see most, if not all, of the obstacles from there. So we're going to get on to the rules video. If you have any questions, there'll be time when we get started before we run any runners or start a warm-up that you guys can ask questions as a group. Then when it becomes your turn to run, you can ask any questions that you might have thought of. And then again, on the course, if anything comes up, feel free to ask any crazy ideas you have. I want to see you guys do some cool stuff. We want to make it fair for everyone and don't want anyone to get disqualified. Hey Ninjas, welcome to the rules walkthrough video for the kids and mature kids division of Ultimate Ninjas NNL. So we're going to go through every course. We will not do a rules walkthrough during the day of, so pay attention. You can ask any questions you want when we get here. I'll offer it up to the group for the entire wave, and then again when you get to the starting line. Everyone must be wearing a mask the entire time they're in here, unless you're grabbing a drink of water. Make sure the mask hooks onto your ear so it does not fall down. Every athlete gets one spectator. If you have a coach, that coach does not count as a spectator, but they must be an NNL certified coach so they can come out on the floor with you. Good. At your start, I will give you a 3, 2, 1, and it's going to go boop, 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 beep. That's your cue to go. If you false start, you get one reset. If you false start twice, that's the end of your run, and the rest of it's a fun run. None of it will count. If you fall on any obstacle, you may continue on to the next one, but you're going to be scored and ranked upon where your first fall is. Again, if you fall in any age division, keep going through the course until time runs out or you complete the course. Good. At your start, I will give you a 3, 2, 1, and it's going to go boop, 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 beep. That's your cue to go. If you false start, you get one reset. If you false start twice, that's the end of your run, and the rest of it's a fun run. None of it will count. If you fall on any obstacle, you may continue on to the next one, but you're going to be scored and ranked upon where your first fall is. Again, if you fall in any age division, keep going through the course until time runs out or you complete the course. We're going to start on this green stepping stone. You have all of the stepping stones to get through. This is the mature kids course. This obstacle ends when you hit that blue platform down at the end. I'll show you an example. Hands and feet, anything you want. Clear. If you do not hit them on center, they can tip over. Keep that in mind. Landing platforms. 3 criteria must be met. You must first make contact with the landing platform. You must second disengage the previous obstacle. And third, you must cross the front plane of the landing platform. Once all 3 are completed, you have now completed the obstacle. But if I'm here, I still have not completed the obstacle, you must disengage. Still not beaten it. Now I beated it. Cool. Obstacle 2, Treehopper. You're jumping from the landing platform to the truss. You may use hands, feet, anything you want on here. I would highly encourage you not to grab in here because it is squishy. Once you have made contact with this is a touch point obstacle. That means I just have to make contact with it. I do not need to cross any plane. So, obstacle 2. Clear. Moving around to obstacle 3. We have don't look down. Now, when you're on these rings, any ring you want with your hands, this obstacle ends when you make contact with the tree at the end. I'll give an example. Clear. This is a hands-only obstacle. You may only utilize the rings with your hands to make it through. And away you go. All right, obstacle 4, the balance beam. You utilize any part of the truss and the spider wall with your hands. Feet are the only thing that's allowed to touch the balance beam, and only the brown part of the balance beam. The blue is off limits. You complete this obstacle when you make it to your first platform here.
Yep.
Cool. Keep in mind this does not attach, so it can slide. Obstacle 5, we have the fallen tree. You may use hands and feet on all the quadriceps that you like, including the green spinning log in front of you. And clear, this whole blue platform is your finish. This blue pad is fine. You cannot grab on top. If you want to push against this, totally okay. These red X's mean do not touch. Only the log portion. Cool? Clear. Actually, let's do obstacle 6. Now you've landed on the platform and get up to your next starting platform however you want. Hands and feet. You may only utilize your hands on the ring, and you complete this obstacle when you land on that red pad down the end. Now that is a combination, so don't fall off that platform. There is another obstacle after that. There's a magnet. You can disengage it, or it'll disengage when you hop on it. All right, bunny hop, red platform, the green one, hands, feet, whatever you want. You may utilize the cargo net. Keep in mind the bottom is not attached. Must cross that front plane. All right, guys, so you can use hands, feet, whatever you want on this obstacle. The last one with the 2 red stripes means hands only, so no feet. I'll show you an example. Making our way up and across. Now this one is hands only, so no sitting or standing on it. Made it.
Okay.
All right, next up, you got sunset. You can use this black box, this ring, and this ring to get to this green platform. This is a hands-only obstacle. This is part of your platform. I'll show you an example. Clear. For your next obstacle, from the green pad, blue is off limits, pads are off limits, footies are off limits. You can only use the white parts on the top, hands, feet, whatever you like. Get the green platform on the end. Got it. Hey guys, we're up to the Salmon Ladder. You got this green platform. You've completed this obstacle. When you make contact with the green rings, you may only utilize hands. So this is a hand contact point. You may utilize the bar or the Salmon Ladder. Again, hands only. And you may utilize the trampoline. Only the blue, the trampoline. Just like the rest of the course, red is off limits. So, I'll show you an example. Whee, clear. All right, next up, the bat wing. Look, it's a bat. You may only utilize hands on the rings. You may only utilize the green. This, off limits. Never utilize the slings. You may utilize this green balance beam, any part of it you like, to get to this green platform. Now keep in mind, this is not attached. So if I push really hard on one side, it can tip over, so keep that in mind when you're jumping. We're on to the sea turtle. You may utilize the turtle eggs, hands, feet, whatever you want. Same thing with the turtle, hands, feet. The rope is going to be Velcroed here. You can grab it at any time, but it's hands only on the rope. This obstacle ends when you make it to the green platform down the end there. I'll give you an example. Clear. So the turtle legs are not attached. They'll be marked and set when you go, eyes forward every time. However, if you go off track or tip it up, they can come off, and that'll be on you. All right, gang. Next up, we have the snail. Starts on this green platform, ends when you make contact with the black of the warp ball. Now, you may use the ground only within this little border. So the red and the green is off limits. You may not touch it or step outside of it. Now if you come around here, to use the snail, you may only utilize this face, the black face. There is a line around the edge, X is top and bottom to remind you, and you can use hand to elbow to push it. Going in the shoulder, this is going to most likely be a DQ, so keep on that elbow hand. That's totally fine. Now I can put my hand here. Even that's okay, but getting questionable. If you grab over, that's going to be a DQ. We're only allowed to use the front face. Just like on quadriceps, sometimes you're not allowed to use the top. Here, we're only allowed to use the front. So I'll show you an example. We're at the warp wall. You may only utilize the black curved surface and the silver bar at the top of the wall. All of that is off limits until you complete the obstacle. To complete the obstacle, to get to the landing platform up top, means your whole body has to go across that front surface to cross the plane before you make your way down. I'll show you an example. Clear. You can do as many tries as you want, as long as you stay within those perimeters of the last obstacle. And then you can come down any way you like to the next obstacle. The last obstacle, the big orangutan wedge, you can get to the platform however you want. This is your starting platform. You may utilize the green shrinking ledge with hands only. Only this ledge. You complete this obstacle. When you land on that green platform, and you put your hand on top of the box, that is the... All right, I'll give you an example. Clear. Full course clear. When you guys are dismounting, top of this pad is off limits. You can save yourself around the edge, but you cannot grab it and you cannot stand on it.